Good morning and welcome to the first Steam Releases store page analysis video. We're going to be looking at the store pages of the games released on January 15th, 2023. There were 19 games released on the 15th, and that was a Sunday, so it's a fairly regular amount of games to be released on a Sunday, which is quite a bit less than most weekdays. So we have 19 games, but we're only going to be looking at 16 of them, as 3 are red light games and are not games we can look at on YouTube. We will be starting with A War of a Madman's Making, which is a free game released by Witching Metal Productions and published by the same. Let's see what they look like. Okay. Well, you are a subordinate to the deranged dictator and must plan his doomed invasion in this text-based RPG/visual novel. Navigate the shark-filled waters of the great leader's presidential cabinet, try to save your family, and survive the purges in a world of power-hungry leaders and nuclear warfare. Okay, this is very interesting. Very unusual style for a visual novel. Very interesting concept. Okay, this is cool. The art style is very unusual and definitely made in Ren'Py. This is definitely made in Ren'Py. War of a Madman's Making, a combination visual novel. Fictional world where nuclear escalation has blackened the skies. Okay. You're a citizen that has been mysteriously called up to serve as field marshal of the great leader's army. Through a combination of resource management, political maneuvering, and strategic military planning, you must survive the impending war and purges and assassinations that will come along with it. 70,000 words, so this is about 5 or 6 hours, I think, probably. And they have a Discord, which I will not be checking out on stream. Similar to Ace Attorney and Scarlet Hollow. Good company. We have 2 reviews. Annoying Crow. Annoying Crow is I think doing something similar to what I'm doing. I see them reviewing almost every game. I don't know how they afford to do that. Lovely game. Recommended, funny at points, yet serious at the same time. They played for 2 hours. Cool. Alright, so they have 3 user reviews in the day since they released the game, which for a visual novel isn't bad. Visual novels don't generally do particularly well on Steam. So, they have 1 person playing right now, and they had 36 followers, which is pretty low. 2 positive reviews. So I'm going to put in the 2 positive reviews, no negative reviews, and 36 followers. Let's see when they released their store page, which was, actually it was a while ago. Okay, I was expecting that to be much more recent, considering the lack of followers. So this means probably that they have not been advertising their game very much. Sunday, May 8th, 2022. So that is 5/8. That is today minus that. They had quite a few days to build up followers, but they did not do that. SteamDB is currently estimating that they have about 100 people playing the game. It is free, so I would expect more people to play it, but if they are not marketing it, then they will probably not get a whole lot more people playing it. So my total estimated sales in quotations because this is free, I'm going to say about 500. I have nothing to base that on. This is just a guess right now. All right. So check that out if you think it looks interesting. We're going to move on to Burgo Bistro Story. I think I've heard of this one. Let's see. Oh, this is Kairosoft. They do a bunch of these sort of restaurant and diner games. Open your own diner and create custom burgers in this management sim game. This is probably a re-release of a very old game. I think this is generally what they do. UI looks fine. The sprite art is pretty cute. And it looks like a competently made game, but only 3 reviews. So let's see what's going on here. Get ready to experience a new fast food sensation. Create your own diner and grill your way to success. Create different recipes and offer your patrons a truly customized experience. Okay, so yeah. It's, try searching Kairosoft to see all our games. An interesting instruction there, Kairosoft. Let's see what people are saying. It's fun to make new dishes. Neat. 2 hours and 5 hours? This is just like a thumbs up. So, yeah, seems like a pretty normal-ish cooking simulator game. Let's see how they're doing over here on SteamDB. So there's a bunch of people playing it already. That's interesting. I think. Yeah, 104 players are already. So yes, simulator games on Steam, they do pretty good. Even if you only have 3 people reviewing your game, you're so they have 419 followers, and they also opened in early last year. So that was what was that? So it looks like we only have 2 positive reviews and no negative reviews on this one as well. But we have 419 followers. Followers tend to translate directly into sales because you usually have like somewhere between 20 to 30 times as many wish lists as you have followers, and usually 1 in 10 to 1 in 20 wish lists translate into followers, into sales. So let's see. This was April 7th, 2022. So that's 4/7/2022. I think this one is going to do pretty well. So probably at least 400 followers. So yeah, I'm gonna put this down as 5,000 sales. Again, just a guess. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. And that's it for Burgo Bistro. Let's move on to Cool Cats, our 3rd game. Our first platformer. Cool Cats is a puzzle game with elements of... It's a platformer game with elements of puzzle, and labyrinths, where you have to act sequentially studying the map. Okay, that's interesting. The capsule image is pretty cute. We got these cool cats doing cool cat things. Oh, okay. So it's like you can shift which cat you are, and you have different cat powers based on which cat you are. I think that's sort of what it looks like. All right. Looks competently made. Doesn't seem like there's any water dynamics, really. Oh, no, you can swim. Okay. You just fell through the water the first time. Not much variety in levels. That's what I'm noticing, really. They're all the same tile set, making me think that this is a very, very small game. Cool Cats, this is a side view platformer. Player controls 3 cats with different abilities and types of attacks. The players can switch between characters and progress through parts of the level. Well, I'm glad you can... Of the level. Singular. Yeah. The peculiarity of the game is that you need to combine the abilities of hero to complete the level. There are 6 types of enemies. Only 6, that's very low for a platformer. Some of which are immune to certain characters' attacks. Alright. No reviews. It's a puzzle platformer. It looks competently made and cute, but I don't anticipate this one selling particularly well. Steam is not kind to puzzle platformers these days. We have only 1 person played it. Steam follower chart is they only have 8 followers, which is very low, and they opened their game on the 29th of December last year. So they only had their Storm page up running for a couple of days when they released their game. So yeah, not a lot of days to set things up. They only had 8 followers, so I'm going to say probably only 50 people will play this game, even though it is only $1.55, just because Steam does not care for puzzle platformers these days. But it looks competently made, and good job to Hot Food Games. Let's see if you've done anything else. Oh, you have done a bunch of other things. Okay, so Hot Food Games has done a bunch of stuff. All right, cool. We are going to move on to For Your Tranquility. For Your Tranquility is Korean. It's a mystery game that reveals the truth through an autopsy. So it's an autopsy game. Be a forensic doctor and find out why the dead died. It is a furry autopsy game. Okay, did not anticipate a furry autopsy game from Korea. Fucking wild. Okay. You are dissecting a frog. Just very cool. This is a 3D environment that was used to create this image, but I think this was also done in RenPy. Yeah, this looks like it was done in RenPy. There is an English translation, so it's not entirely in Korean. Body of a frogman has been found dead. So we're only doing one case, which leads me to think that this is probably fairly short. During the autopsy is an investigation game where you become a medical examiner and uncover the truth by collecting evidence, performing autopsies, but it seems like only one autopsy. Okay. And all the reviews are in Korean, I'm guessing. Yes, all the reviews are in Korean, but most of them are positive. There's a few negative reviews, but I can't tell what they mean. Overall, I'm interested. Like that's a cool idea. Doing an autopsy as the game. Let's see. Players right now 70. Nice, pretty good for a visual novel. And people are watching it on Twitch, which is interesting. 99 followers, 731 in top sellers, which is again not bad for a visual novel. This was released on November 15th, 2022. That was when the store page went up. So let's say cool. We have 2 positive reviews and 0 negative reviews. That is not accurate. SteamDB does not update their stuff very often. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we have yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 positive reviews and 2 negative reviews, which matches roughly the number of people who are playing the game. They have 99 followers, so they have exceeded their 1 player per follower number, which is pretty good. So I am going to guess that they're going to get probably 500 sales. That would be my guess. Even though I personally find this more interesting than the War of a Madman's Making, visual novels do okay on Steam. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bump this up to 800. I think this one's probably going to do a little bit better because it is in multiple languages. So if this can find some interesting people playing it on Twitch or something, we'll see. But I think this one could do a bit better. All right, we're going to move on to Kairobotica by Kairosoft, another Kairosoft game. These are the people who made the Bistro game, so it's probably another Bistro game of some kind. Yeah, see? Same art style, same sprites. Vanquish villains and lead the Kairobot Corps to glory in this spacefaring saga. I have absolutely no idea what this game is. Like, I can see we have little robots, and apparently they're in space, but I have no idea what we're actually doing. I guess we're controlling the robots, but why are we vanquishing villains? Okay, yeah, very confused about this one. In a galaxy not so far away, miscreants and monsters are wreaking havoc, and it's up to everyone's favorite mechanical mascot. You sure about that one? Okay, to dole out a heaping helping of bot-kicking justice, and he's bringing an army of his Kairobotic brethren to do it. Wow. You command the Kairobot Corps, a state-of-the-art brigade of mass-produced guardians of galactic peace. That's certainly not unproblematic. Okay. He'd call for help. He'd calls for help to patrol planets and vanquish villains to build your reputation as the most elite interstellar security force. You're space cops. You're space robot cops. Okay. Wow. This is a lot. Okay. Let's see what the one review has to say. Kairobotica is charming and captivating city building strategy game that originally came out in 2010 for iOS and Android platforms. So yes, this is a mobile port of an old game again. Kairosoft has been porting all of their games to Steam recently. Uh, wow. I don't know how this one's going to do. Steam users tend to be really resistant to mobile ports. They just hate them on site. On the other hand, this is a city builder, but the description is so weird. I don't know how well this one's going to do. We have a July 23rd release date for the Steam page, which is after. So, okay, the unusual thing is that I would expect if Kairobot were, or not Kairobot, Kairosoft were dumping all their games onto Steam, that they would do them at the same time, but they're not. So, I don't know. They have one positive review. They had 74 followers. I'm guessing maybe fans of the game from before. Again, this one's really hard because it's got stuff working for it, it's got stuff working against it. Based exclusively off of the fact that it is a city builder, even no matter how weird it is, I'm going to give it 5,000 as well. This one could easily do better because people on Steam love city builders, but it could also go nowhere because it doesn't look like Kairosoft is really promoting this. They have very few followers despite having been up for almost 200 days. So, yeah, no, more realistically, I think I'm going to say... yeah, I'm gonna stick with 5,000, just hedging my bets. All right, let's go with Lagoda Odyssey's demo. This is the free demo by Andreas Lund. So it looks like we have a solo developer. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, is a turn-based RPG. Explore forests, caves, dungeons, and cities. In this adventure, make friends, complete quests, fight enemies, and catch some fish. All right. Oh, we have a little overland map. That's a nice little throwback. Pixel art looks custom. I don't recognize this from any like RPG Maker tile sets or anything. Yeah, cute little sprites. The sprites do kind of fade into the background a bit. It looks reasonably competently made. A monster fish has appeared in Lake Lagoda. To fight it, you must gather a group of friends and embark on an odyssey across the surrounding lands. Okay, so you're fighting an evil fish. Okay. Scheduled to come out in 2024, but you'll soon be able to try a free demo of this game. You should have changed this text, my friend, because this is the free demo of your game, and we can try it. No reviews at this time. So this kind of thing tends to break my heart because it looks competently made by someone who clearly cares quite a bit about this project, but there's kind of no hook here. You look at this and you're like, okay, it's a 8-bit sprite RPG. Why would I play this and not any of the other ones? It doesn't have a strong argument for why that would be the case right now, unless you happen to particularly hate fish. Let's see how it's doing over here. This is the demo, so it's not the full game, but we got 10 followers. Oof. So this was released on January 12th. So it has only been up for 3 days. Right. 1, 12, 22. Oh wait, no, that's not 2022. It's 2023. So actually, the numbers here are wrong. I need to fix this equation. It should be today minus 1. Yeah. Because this was for yesterday. We have no positive reviews, no negative reviews, and 10 followers. Interesting that it managed to get more followers than Cool Cats did in quite a bit more time. Unfortunately, despite this, I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. I am going to put maybe 50 people. We'll try this because it is free. And it looks competently made. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it also doesn't make a strong argument for its own existence. Let's go to Lawnmower Game, UFO Chase, made by Terralunca and Valkylia. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm guessing this is a comedy game. Lawnmower Game, UFO Chase. Lawnmower Game series is back. Okay, we've got more than one lawnmower game. Now, enemy UFO with several weapons are chasing Lawnmower Guy. Okay, so this is Lawnmower Guy, apparently. Cut enough grass and earn stars to unlock new levels and avoid UFO. Alright, that seems very comprehensible. Lawnmower is back. New chase, new times. Player mission is to avoid UFO and cut grass. UFO is unfortunately very well armed. More grass you cut at every level, more stars you earn. If you just drive and not cut, you earn 0 to 1 stars. If you are a good cutter, you earn 0 to 3 stars. Alright, this game clearly knows what it is. It is... Wow, there have been a lot of these. Let's check them out. Skeleton Runner, probably a similar kind of thing. Yeah, alright. Where are your potatoes? Okay, cool. So clearly these games are doing well enough that this person has been compelled to make more. And they do have 9 reviews, which is doing better than some other games today. Let's check out the charts for Lawnmower Game UFO Chase. There are no players playing right now, but there were 3 people playing it yesterday. We have 391 followers. Nice. All right. We have 11 positive reviews and 1 negative review. So this is actually quite significant in that they have been able to get over like the 10 review hump, which is a significant thing on Steam, which means that they will start showing up in lists and stuff. I would expect that this game will do better than you might expect because it did manage to get over that like minimum barrier for Steam to start promoting it. Though it has not been selling particularly great, it is 9,826 in top sellers. Okay. This was released on December, the Steam stage was released on December 31st on last year. So not a huge amount of time, but they did manage in that time to get 391 followers. Not bad. Oh, right. 2022. There we go. Wait. I put that in the wrong place. There we go. Estimated sales for this. I'm gonna put this at, actually, you know what? We can more better estimate this by looking at a previous version of this game. So it looks like we have Lawnmower Games. Let's find the last Lawnmower game. Lawnmower Games Space Race. So there were about 11 positive reviews on that one, so probably 500 game or so. That would be my guess. 500. Cool. Moving on to moving forward. Okay, we have a little racing game made by Very Hard Meme Studio. Moving forward, top view race on a motorcycle. You need to collect hearts, thereby making the trip much longer. Okay, Be careful, traps and oncoming patrols are trying to knock you down by pushing you off the road. Jumps will help you jump over obstacles. Good luck on the roads. Alright. Oh, like you really do jump. Okay. The hearts seem to be a timer, and they also prevent damage. We have a couple of different biomes, at least. We got like a desert and some grass and a sort of icy place, though I don't know if the ice actually affects the car. Only motorcyclists are able to piss off the police. I don't think that's true. I don't understand why they hate them so much. The road home will be long and difficult. You will need to go around a lot of obstacles and traps. Get ready for anything. All right. So we have no user reviews on this project. Let's see what its Steam DB page can tell us. 1 follower, and it was released on December 30th of this year as well. Okay. So we have 1 follower, no reviews. It seems like it's a pretty good first game, but I am going to say probably 10 people will play this one. It is $3, so you're not risking much to give it a try, but yeah, moving on. Nuclear Arena. Nuclear Arena is a side-scrolling 2D arena shooter with frenzied dynamics and a mass of armed enemies. Okay, it's made by SMT ENT. I haven't heard of them before. So we have a little puzzle fighting game. Side-scrolling 2. Okay, so this is a multiplayer arena shooter. All right. Does not seem to have much of a variety of environments. I like the little grappling hook. I think that's pretty cool. Nuclear Arena is a side-scrolling 2D arena shooter with frenzied dynamics and a mass of armed enemies. Or maybe it's not multiplayer. No, it's single player. So these are bots. So they're not real people. The Earth has undergone an ecological disaster, and all residents are forced to wear special costumes. Okay. In addition, the current government is headed by an extraterrestrial intelligence. 8 types of weapons. Earn money from defeated opponents. Okay, so it seems like it's just a fighting game. Okay. Well, sure. Okay, I'm gonna move over to Steam charts and see how this went. I think this was also probably released very recently. We have 1 person playing it. December 25th, 2022, this time. So this looks like a first-time game project, probably. 4 followers. No reviews. I'm also going to put this down as 50. It doesn't look bad. It looks, competently made. I don't see any particular problems with it, but it doesn't have a lot of content, and it doesn't have a particularly strong hook. I do like the capsule though. Like it's a bit simple. The text is nice and standout though, but it doesn't tell you what you're going to be doing. I would expect this to be more of like nuclear arms race kind of game with this capsule, but and it doesn't really sell the idea that this is sort of an Among Us kind of fighting game. All right, moving on to Outer Space Shack demo. Okay, this is a free demo by Open Low Code SAS. Outer Space Shack. Build and manage space outposts on the moon and Mars in this realistic simulation game. From the first step on the moon to Mars colonization, launch rockets, take care of your astronauts, and expand your base as you explore the cosmos. No grind, just pure management and exploration fun. Okay, we have little moon bases, astronauts. Huh. Departures are not by your space base here. You can also complain about engineering delays at the coffee machine. Okay, so we got a bit of humor here, like the name Outer Space Shack. Okay, coming soon. Okay, we got some images in the text description this time. This is kind of an indicator usually that the person who is making the game is putting in the effort to make their Steam page look kind of cool. With a realistic timescale and the option to play at different speeds. Okay. Outer Space Shack offers a unique and challenging gameplay experience, but don't worry, the game has been designed to be relaxing and easy to play, with as much automation as possible, and no need to worry about pacing pipes and cables. No reviews? I'm going to guess that this did not have a long lead time. 2 players right now, 2-player peak. Maybe those people are the same people? Now that's interesting. SteamDB does not have information about when this was initially released. It occasionally doesn't. It's possible that that they may just not have any followers. Okay, so no information on this one. So no positive reviews, no negative reviews. Apparently no followers. We don't know when this was happening, and we don't have that. I'm torn on this one. This is a free demo of a game, so several people will check it out. It's really hard to tell what the actual gameplay is. But like clearly there's a lot of content and work put into this. However, the graphical style is maybe not doing it a lot of favors. I really like this capsule though. This capsule is very, very attractive. We have the little spaceship with the space with the ion trail. We got Earth there. It's very clear that we're on the moon. So this might do better than I think. I'm actually gonna say, because Steam really likes simulation games like this, I'm gonna put this at 4,000 probably. Even though it has not done particularly well since its first day, my guess is that it has not been picked up or discovered, but it could easily do well. I think, have moderate success. I think. Moving on to Pocket Harvest. Another Kairosoft game. So Kairosoft is putting out a bunch of games on Sunday. Okay. Reap the joys of country life and cultivate your farm and fame. So this is a farming game by Kairosoft. Again, same sprites, same kind of UI. And I don't have a whole lot more to say about this. It's going to be competently made, a port from a mobile game. Only one user review on this one, so less interest than the others. And it's kind of neat because it's like allotment gardens. Like it's not all your farm. A bunch of other people are doing it. Everyone is clapping. I don't know. I think the Kairosoft games are cute. Let's see when this one was put up. 14 players now. See, like people are playing these games. They're just not talking about them. 169 followers. Nice. July 12th, July 11th, 2022. So this was, I think, It's kind of weird because they're all released like around the same time, but that I don't know. For this one, again, I'm gonna think 5,000. They're probably gonna do fine on this one. People like farming games, but the Kairosoft games, while being competent and cute, don't have particularly strong hooks. Also, from what I understand, based on the research by How to Market a Game, putting pixel art in your capsule is generally not a great plan. Also, this text is a little small. If this capsule image is shrunk very much, it will be difficult to read. Moving on to our RINA RhythmERROR by Memento Games and published by BD Games. The indie rhythm game, RINA RhythmERROR, is now here, lighting up the retro-electric trend. Bring a unique boss fight experience with the Error Girls. Okay, this might be a licensed property, maybe not. Melody of Mistakes is a two-dimensional retro-electronic style rhythm game. Different from traditional audio games, the wrong melody will bring players a complete story under the setting of the worldview, which is more like an adventure. That doesn't make sense. Where there is an adventure, there is battle. Okay, here, even if you don't follow the rhythm, as long as you survive, it is a kind of victory. I guess disabled, it doesn't matter. What? The art style is very cool. It looks like this is a rhythm game that is also a fighting game. It's kind of what it looks like. Exquisite vertical painting. And it is in... What language is that? Maybe Japanese? I don't know. No reviews. I mean, it's pretty, but it looks like a fairly standard rhythm game, despite the rather odd description. And it's like a lane rhythm game, because it doesn't look like you're pressing the buttons. And despite the adventure stuff, we don't see any story moments. It's all we're getting in this trailer is the rhythm game itself. Okay, let's see what the charts say. Very little information, and again, we get no information about when the Steam page was created. Last record update was the 16th, which is today. Released 13 hours ago. It is a demo. So this may be the beginning of a marketing campaign. I'm confused on this one. This one is a bit weird. Yeah, no user reviews. Followers, we don't know. We don't know this. We don't know that. Man, any guess I put here is just going to be a guess, but considering the complete lack of interest so far, admittedly it's only been out for 13 hours. It's probably the most recent game on this list. I'm still going to only put this in at 500, I think. It is a free demo. People may check it out. The girls are cute. Let's continue. On to Siana Tales Demo by Suyasha Lullaby and published by Aitsis. I apologize if I am mispronouncing things. In this mysterious Shana continent, okay, there is a tree of life that can transform objects into human-like creatures called object spirits. Okay. The world is currently under attack by demons from the abyss, and you, as a warrior, are needed to save life. Like all of it? And you will exploring your true identity. So, probably needed to hire a translator to translate this description. Good capsule image tells us that this is Japanese and simplified Chinese. So we have a RPG, really nice backgrounds. I like the graphic design of this windmill mixed with this sort of natural environments. There's a cute little rubber duck here. This looks very cute and competently made. That's a cool design. Like, man, background work on this one is really, really nice. It does not look like it is. It says it's in English, interface full audio, but they have no English images. So it would probably work in English. Real and rich fantasy journey. Game is open world and contains a wealth of explorable content. You will experience a unique journey, discover new spirits, become friends with them, and get new information. Defeat new enemies, get special materials, and create exclusive equipment. So they have a crafting system. Travel to new locations, complete glorious missions, and become someone to rely on. NPC conversations contain different choices. So multiple choices, day and night system. All right. Yeah, crafting system. There we go. 10 battles requiring strategy. Yeah, so this is a well-made store page, though I think for the English version they needed to have an English speaker go over and correct some grammar stuff. I don't think that this is a big problem, because if you like this kind of game, you're probably gonna look at this and be like, yeah, it's fine. However, we have no reviews at all. That's curious. I think, like the previous RPG, this game is struggling, at least from my perspective, to create a strong hook of why would I play this and not any of the other fantasy RPGs. The art is really good, though. Like, I have to say that I'm digging the art. Let's see how this goes. We have 77 followers. And this was, the store page was created on September 22nd. But no reviews. We only have 777 followers. It's possible that this was released in the middle of the night for the core demographic. Like if it was released at night in the Pacific, then it's possible that people have just not woken up and been able to buy this game yet. So, what am I going to say? I'm going to say 1,000 for this. Entirely a guess. I don't know. It is the demo. And it's not actually released yet, so they probably haven't been doing a marketing push for this yet. So yeah, this might be a demo released before a marketing push. This estimate, I'm going to say, is only for the demo. If they do a big marketing push, I could see this doing better. Let's go check out Traveler. I wonder if it's related to the Traveler tabletop RPG. Ah, okay. That's interesting. This game may contain content not appropriate for all ages and may not be appropriate for viewing at work. So, it looks like my the system that flags red light games did not flag this one, which means we will not be looking at this one. Traveler will get reviewed later off camera. You're Fired, Revenge. Moving on. Is developed by Yukihiro and published by Yukihiro. You're Fired, Revenge. Oh, okay. So this looks like an office shooting simulator. Office destruction simulation game. You're Fired, Revenge. Fired from your job, you destroy the office into a mess to get revenge. It's a very cartoony office shooting simulator. Oh, okay. No reviews. You can kill people in a bunch of different ways. Okay. One player. 7 followers, and this was December 9th. So I think a couple of years ago this might have gotten controversy clicks, but there have been a bunch of random murder games that have come out since then, so yeah, I don't anticipate that this one will do particularly well, even at only $1. Moving on. Oh wait, no. all of that should be down here, because we're not reviewing Traveler. Zombie World Pixel. Our last game for today. Okay. Zombie World Pixel is a top-down survival shooter. The goal of the game is to survive in a small town and find all the necessary parts in order to fix a car. Cool. I actually like that description. This sounds like a very small game, but the completeness of that description, like this is your goal, fix the car, is pretty cool. We have a survival game, so we have like survival needs up in the left-hand corner there, next to the character description. We are seeing some glitches in the video. It looks like the UI flickers a lot, which is okay. That is an interesting choice of a transition. I think this was probably made in RPG Maker. It looks like it was made in RPG Maker, which if it is, impressive total conversion. And if it's not, it's an interesting stylistic choice. Yeah, it looks like it's got reasonably effective gunplay. Very small description again. The goal of the game is to find faults in a small town and find all the necessary parts to fix a car. Not only zombies will interfere with you, but hunger, thirst, and fatigue. So loot everything you see. But remember that the carry weight is limited, so sell everything you find to the merchants that are in the city. I like that there's like functioning commerce still in like zombie land. They can be broken open with a master key. The longer you stay in the city, the more zombies will appear and the stronger they will become. So this is sort of like a very small version of something like Project Zomboid, except with pixel art. So very cute. We have no reviews, unfortunately, that are visible in right now. Let's see if there's some in another language. There is. I don't know what language this is. And it seems to, the game itself seems to only be in English. So let's see what theme charts can tell us. So we have 1 player, possibly the person who made that review, 21 followers. And okay, this is interesting. They did some kind of promotion here. So we have like almost completely flat until the 11th when they started getting people. So I think this is an indication that yes, you do need to be doing promotion, and also you kind of need a longer lead time than maybe 1 month. Come on, there we go. We have 21 followers, and I'm gonna guess maybe if they continue doing promotion, they might be able to bring these numbers back up again. But I don't know if they're going to be able to get into the Steam recommendation algorithm. I'm gonna guess 400 people will play this game. We have 1 positive review,